at 5 tonight, a challenge in court could change how candidates and issues get on the ballot here in Colorado. The case centers around last year's gubernatorial race and the allegations of fraud that almost knocked a frontrunner right off that ballot. Political specialist Sean Boyd joins us now to talk about this. And Sean, this is a big case, big deal.
Yeah, the circumstances behind it turned the political world upside down last year. Republican Walker Stapleton is suing the company he hired to collect signatures to put him on the primary ballot for governor last year. A company that he accuses of cheating, lying, and nearly robbing him of making the ballot. He's not the first to run into problems with signature gathering, and his attorney suggests it's a wake-up call for candidates as we head into the 2020 election.
In good conscience, I cannot be put on the ballot in this manner, and I will not.
It was a stunning announcement by then Republican gubernatorial frontrunner Walker Stapleton. Just days after the Secretary of State's office validated his petitions, he accused the firm he'd paid to gather signatures, Kennedy Enterprises, of fraud and a cover-up. A year later, he's suing Kennedy.
He and his campaign did everything they could to find out about what was going on and were surprised at the problems that developed at the last minute.
Stan Garnett, a prominent Democrat, is representing Stapleton. He says what happened to his client could happen to any candidate. The complaint alleges Kennedy knowingly used unqualified signature gatherers, had other qualified people take credit, and then lied to the Stapleton campaign about it. Garnett says the petition process encourages cheating. Stapleton, he says, paid $11 per signature.
And the more expensive it is, the more incentive there is for people to cut corners as they're doing it.
The impact is far-reaching.
If the mechanics to get on the ballot and to run are too complicated or too confusing or too risky, and you're somehow going to get embarrassed by some scandal as your opponents accuse you of something, there will be a lot of good qualified people who will not run.
He had a warning for all the Democrats running for Senate.
It doesn't take much, particularly in a heated primary with several candidates, to have a problem that derails a campaign.
And Garnett is hoping the case will spur legislation to change the signature gathering process in Colorado so that petitioners aren't paid per signature and aren't required to be Colorado residents. He says it's a seasonal job, after all, one that will be in high demand next year with ballot measures and a dozen-plus Democrats challenging Senator Cory Gardner. Many of them will likely petition on the ballot. Stapleton is asking the court for the $250,000 that he paid Kennedy Enterprises, as well as other damages, and this case goes to court on Monday.
Yeah, big ramifications. We'll have to stay with this one. All right, thank you, Sean.